Texas. And so this should be a good one. The winner will receive a gold ball and continue to move on in Division III. So thanks for joining us. Getting a little balmy here in Springfield. Temperatures earlier in the week were a little chilly, but starting to heat up just as the action does through the week. Going to be in the high 70s today, so if you are at the games but on your way, you might want to throw that jacket to the side because you're probably not going to need it. And here we go, tip-off.
Definitely no need the jacket inside the gym.
Absolutely. Quickly, the Wolverines go right into attack mode, and that's number 13, Daniel Padilla. He gets his first 2 of the game. Got a whistle and a foul on number 2, Kevin Good. Quick start there for the Wolverines.
I was just told right before this game that number 2, Kevin Wood, is a 7th grader.
So we may see him in some other games. 16U, it's not unusual. You'll see some of these names for a couple of years in a row. Here's a steal. Speaking of, Kevin Good takes it down, but he is blocked by Jacob Banker, and that ball will stay at the end of CHSA. Just 30 seconds into this one. On the inbounds, spin, Padilla kicks it out. Padilla with the ball up top. Wolverines being patient, working it around, but the ball is tipped away. They tried to find Padilla in the paint, but the Warriors were right there to tip it away and bring it the other way with the turnover. Quickly, oh, nice dish. He was falling out of bounds, but the shot rolled off the back iron and into the hands of 2 different players. It's going to be a tie-up and going to stay down here with the possession arrow. That was a nice save. Wilbur Burke was falling out of bounds, but he was able to throw it back in and almost made an opportunity. And then on the inbounds, the shot put up by Caden Call, but he is blocked by a couple of Wolverines down low. Back the other way comes CHSA.
Yeah, the game before this, there was quite a few turnovers early on by one of the teams, so he been the motto this morning. So you got to control the ball here in these goal ball games. You can't come in and just turn the ball over continuously.
That time CHSA got the ball where they wanted it, but Sadler shot over everything. And then the Warriors at the other end, they get tied up, and that is a turnover. Caden Call, he had Good and also looked like Boyd in his face, and they caused the turnover. Good brings it up for the Wolverines. Here's a deep 3 from the college line. That misses everything, but we got a whistle. Looked like there was a foul on the box out down low.
Looked like they called that on number 12, White, or 21. I can't see with the ref. Or is it 22? Might have been 22.
Sideways, so yeah, 22.
Yeah. Caden Call with the foul there.
Wolverines lead it 2-0 early on, and there's a 3. They connect from outside. Tristan Sadler, and it's 5-0. Another turnover. Here come the Wolverines again on the attack, taking it all the way. Connor Wall, he can't get it to go, and the rebound comes off to the Warriors. Caden Call, and he fell backwards. He felt like there was contact, but it looks like they called him for a travel.
Yeah, that's his second traveling call that he's gotten.
On the inbounds, Jacob Banker picks that one off, creating an opportunity now for the Warriors. Nashville trying to get on the board. They trail it early 5-0 on that dangerous pass. Collision. Both 22s on each team ran into each other. Caden Call and Noah Boyd. That will be on Caden Call. I believe that's his second.
Yes, it is.
Ball comes in for Nashville. Boyd drives to his right. Down the block, can't get it to go. The rebound by Keaton Cordell, but his shot is blocked. CHSA doing a great job on that defense down low. Already a couple blocks in this one. On the drive to the other end. Nice dish off. Connor Wall to Noah Boyd. Boyd on his attempt will draw the whistle and have 2.
Another foul on NCC. I didn't see who that foul was on. I was blocked by the ref's number.
Yeah, there was a lot of traffic down there. We'll have to check on that one. I'm not sure either. First shot is up and good. Noah Boyd's first points of the game. 6-0 now. Still nothing for the Warriors. Wolverines trying to add to that quick start. One more. Second one bounces out, but a Wolverines there to pull it down. That's Padilla. He goes up and under, gets his own board, and puts it in. Daniel Padilla with 4 early points. It is 8-0 now, Wolverines.
Yeah, he had 2 offensive rebounds on that possession. Has the athletic ability and the size to out-jump most guys down there. So
Spencer Costello launched a 3 for the Warriors, but it's off target. Wolverines have it once again. Going to keep building that lead, 8-0. Warriors going to have to try to stop this somehow and get something going on their end. Great interior pass. Padilla catches it, but then he gets the ball knocked away. Jacob Banker down there with Micah Mason. Here comes Nashville. They've been unable to put any points on the board up to this point. First half of this one. And a heads-up play that time by Kevin Good. He was about to lose it out of bounds, and he threw it off the legs of Spencer Costello to maintain possession for his squad and cause another turnover. 8-0 with 4:28 to go. CHSA in the maroon, NCC in the white. And here's Good, deep 3, got it. Kevin Good with his first points of the game. He was behind all the lines on that one, and it's 11-0.
Yeah, Kevin Good, only a 7th grader, but you wouldn't know it by the way he's playing. He's had a big impact on this game.
Three-pointer, I don't know if he called bank, but his name is Jacob Banker, so we're going to say he did.
I guess we'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one. It is 10:30 in the morning on a Wednesday, so the banks are open.
That's right. And when you are a banker, you definitely have access. Meanwhile, at the other end, Wolverines had an early miss, but then Noah Boyd pulls it down and throws it right back in, 13-3. 3:35 to go, first quarter. Warriors on the attack. Here's a corner 3, way up in the air, but it falls right down through Spencer Costello. Both buckets for NCC have been 3s at this point, and it's kept them so far in the game, 13-6 they trail.
Only down 7, and that was a high arcing 3.
Speaking of high arcing 3s, Kevin Good, that's his second of the quarter.
Yeah,
it's 16-6.
Kevin Good said, "I'm good from here too."
Yep. Good, providing so much pressure out top for his team. Meanwhile, other side, there's a three-pointer by Jacob Banker. This time he can't find the bank open, and the Wolverines will have it again, building on that 10-point lead. Good, tries the same spot. This time misses everything, and it sails out of bounds.
Yeah, he told his teammates after that shot, "That was my bad."
Heat check. And it is hot in here, but apparently not hot enough. 2:40 to go, first quarter. Warriors with the ball. They have faced continual pressure out on the perimeter. They've really had a hard time getting it down into the paint at all. Wolverines just attacking them and running them off the three-point line and double teaming multiple times. Really aggressive, and there's Good. He tips it away from Costello. He's going to take it he's going to stop. Took it all the way. Passes it to his teammate, number 25, Tristan Sadler, but he could not get it to go. He shot over everything, and Warriors dodged a bullet on that one. We got a whistle. Turnover out of bounds. That time the pass took Sawyer McDonald where his foot was on the back line in front of his opponent's bench, and that gives the ball back to CHSA. Wolverines with a 10-point lead. First quarter here, boys 18U Division III. This is for the 2A Gold Ball on Gold Ball Wednesday.
Gold Ball Wednesday. That's the one of the pinnacles of homeschool basketball outside of the championship Friday.
Yep.
That's when you take home the banners.
Looking forward to both. And good again. He hit his first two, but now he's missed everything in his last two. That was after a miss by Padilla inside. The ball goes to the Warriors. Warriors will bring it up, trailing by 10, 1:27 to go. Boys 18U Division III 2A gold ball game. Warriors have some history. Their 18U team, they've won an undisputed. On the nice floater there, that time Jacob Banker, he gets it to drop in, and then we got a quick timeout by the Nashville coach to talk things over. They've cut it to 16-8 with 1:12 to go. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with more first quarter action after this.
When my body needs relief, I real-time it. I'd like to introduce you to my knockout pain formula, real-time pain relief. It's soothing lotion, it's rich in nature's ingredients, and helps me manage discomfort day or night. And it smells great too. From muscle strains to soreness, to simple back aches and arthritis. Real-time it and knock out your pain. It works for me, and it will work for you. Real-time pain relief, it's a knockout.
Welcome back to Springfield, Missouri, and the boys 18U Division III 2A gold ball game. So far in this first quarter, it's been CHSA out of the Houston, Texas area, the Wolverines, with a 16-8 lead that they built over the NCC Warriors out of Nashville, Tennessee. CHSA in the maroon with the white trim and gold, and the Warriors in the white uniforms with the blue and gold trim. That time the three-pointer by Connor Wall doesn't go, but Padilla cleans up the board. He misses. Another putback by Noah Boyd. That's no good, and Banker pulls it down for his Warrior team.
Yeah, CHSA dominating the offensive boards here in this game.
Multiple opportunities, most possessions, and the Warriors will have to figure that out, or this is going to be a long morning. Working the ball around. Here's a three in the corner. That was by Wilbur Burke. It is over everything and sails out of bounds, but it looked like it was off the hands of Connor Wall on the Wolverines, so it will stay down at this end. Warriors will throw it into their basket. That ball is tipped, chased down. Boy, he had to catch it and try to throw it so he wouldn't get the backcourt violation, but it goes right into the hands of the Wolverines, who are now on the attack. And then on the drive, they're going to get good on the travel. Looked like he couldn't make up his mind if he was going to go to the bucket or going to pass, and took that extra step. 12 seconds to go, first quarter. Burke going to bring it up for the Warriors. Going to try to get a last-second shot. Over in the corner. Here's Banker. Puts it up, and it's over, but there's a rebound, and that was blocked by the Wolverines, and that's the way things will end. After one, it's the CHSA Wolverines leading the NCC Warriors in the boys 18U Division III 2A gold ball game. We'll be back with the second quarter after this break. Welcome back to the second quarter here. NCC Warriors taking on the CHSA Wolverines with a shot to win the 2A gold ball in Division III Boys 18U. CHSA will bring it in out of bounds just in front of us as we begin this second quarter. Warriors in the white uniforms, Wolverines in the maroon. Headed to our left. Here's a three-point shot by Noah Boyd that falls off the right side, and a rebound by Micah Mason. Here come the Warriors, trailing 16-8. And there's another block. Boy, they ended the last quarter with that. And that time, there was one more by Connor Wall. Boy, he's been able to sail over on that left side of the court, and anything that goes up by a Warrior, he's got a hand on it. Then on the inbounds, a quick pass, and Wilbur Burke wasn't all the way in quite yet, and so he gets the turnover as he was on the inline.
Yeah, when you're the inbounder and you throw that ball to the corner, you got to get back in the field of play rather quickly in case the ball has to come back to you, and that's what happened there. And he was still standing out of bounds watching the play. Warriors
with a lot of turnovers so far in the first half. Good got hung up in the air that time. It looked like before he passed the ball, his foot came down. The official calls him for the travel. Well, Jeremy, that's a basic one. You know, never leave your feet without knowing where you're going with the ball.
Right.
And results in a turnover.
Yeah, and the problem is because of his size at this point, he doesn't have a size advantage when he drives into the paint amongst those trees.
Another turnover. Caden Call that time got happy feet, tried to take off before he had time to dribble. And another turnover.
That's Caden Call's third traveling call in this game.
Yeah, they've got to figure this out because those turnovers are piling up. And you got to think if they take some of those away, we'd be in a much closer game. But CHSA jumped out to a quick lead. It was 9-0, and then since then it's been about even. That time another miss on a crazy shot inside by Boyd. On this three, misses everything. Was not quite set for that one.
Yeah, we had the boys 16U championship gold ball game, 5A bracket. The game before this, and PT came out, and we don't keep track of turnovers, but I'd imagine there was at least 20 turnovers in the first half.
Yeah.
And that just kind of took them out of rhythm. So the NCC Warriors have come out in this half, and they've had a flurry of turnovers, and that just doesn't allow you to get in any type of rhythm when you have that many turnovers.
Yeah, we'd almost have to hire somebody full-time these last two games just to count those. There's been a lot of turnovers here. That time, speaking of turnovers, CHSA throws it away. That gives the Warriors another opportunity. We've been stuck at 16-8 for a while here.
Yeah, Connor Wall got to the middle of the paint, and he elevated, and he seen Daniel Padilla underneath the basket, try to get it to him, but Padilla wasn't ready.
More wild action in the paint. Ball was just rolling around. Wilbur Burke was trying to gather it in for the Warriors. Ended up way out on top almost by the timeline, and Kevin Good gets called for the foul there as he tried to get the steal.
That's his second foul. We've only had 2 fouls this whole game. 4 fouls this whole game, 2 by each team.
Pretty feed that time by Banker inside, but
another travel.
Another travel
by Caden Call, shuffling his feet.
I guess the forecast for the day in Springfield is heavy turnovers. 16-8, 5:29 to go. Wolverines, they've also been struggling to score. Warriors have done something to try to stem the tide, and they seem to have done it, but the problem is they can't score on their end. And then there's an answer for it. Connor Wall, three-pointer. That's the 4th three for the Wolverines this half, and they lead it now 19-8.
Yeah, Connor Wall don't just block shots, apparently.
Here's a three the other end from the Warriors. That is no good by Burke. And no second chance this time. CHSA with the ball. Wolverines on the attack, leading by 11. Trying to win a goal ball. Here's Padilla. Went into the paint, looks outside. That time he could not connect. Connor Wall. Padilla cleans the board, gets stuck on the left side, passes to the right side, and a good cut as Connor Wall realized he was stuck, and Padilla found him with the easy bucket.
Yeah, that was a good backdoor cut by Connor Wall there to help bail out his teammate.
There you go. Caden Call finally gets one to drop. He drives it and sails over everyone. Off the glass, 21-10. 4 minutes to go here in the second. Wolverines leading 21-10. CHSA, they take their time, kind of watch this zone, find the space that they want. Connor Wall's connected on a 3. Good's going to try another. He's hit 2, but once again, he misses everything except the board. But to clean it up there, Connor Wall with a flurry here in this quarter. He's got all their points, 7, and the lead is up to 13 now.
Yeah, he's been in the right place the last 2 times and just found the ball and able to put it in the basket.
Here's a turnaround from the elbow that is no good by Micah Mason. And yeah, Wall has just really had a nose for it this quarter. He has been in the right places. He's connected on a 3 and then made a good cut inside and was there to clean up and get an offensive putback. 3:13 to go. It's 23-10. The Wolverines with the lead. We're going to take a break and be back with the final 3 minutes of this first half after this. Welcome back after the timeout there. 3:13 to go. The Wolverines with the ball, holding a 13-point lead over the Nashville Central Christian Warriors. They've trailed the whole game. Wolverines jumped out to a 9-0 lead and have held them at bay since then and have started to add to that lead here in this quarter thanks to the play of Connor Wall, who has 7 points here in the second. Speaking of Wall, he takes it in and, wow, plays through the contact. He has all 9 points this quarter, and the lead is the largest of the game now for the Wolverines.
That was a good job defensively by the Warriors defender to go vertical and not give up the and-1 on that. Another traveling call.
That time, I can understand, that was tough. He was double-teamed, trying to get out of it. He tried to take a dribble and took off before the ball. 25-10. Yeah, we've seen him struggle with that this morning, and I don't know if that's something that he normally does. Maybe he's just not a morning person. I know when I was in high school, I was definitely not be playing my best game this early in the morning, but Caden Call, he's ended up scoring right after that, or right before that, but on the cleanup, there's Padilla, but hopefully he'll be able to fix those turnovers here, or his team's going to keep trailing. 27-10. Warriors with the ball. Trap in the corner. Boy, that trap has really worked. When they get it down there, they get double-teamed. Quickly up ahead. Great find, and guess who? Connor Wall, 11 points this quarter. 29-10 now the lead. Warriors again in that corner get trapped, and then we have a blocking call. That's going to be, I believe, on Padilla. Boy, I don't know if I'd go down in that corner anymore. The second that a Warrior gets it there, he gets double-teamed and just smothered. And they've been unable to get out of that.
Yeah, and if you have Padilla as one of the trappers, he's got the size that's hard to shoot over.
Caden Call missed the shot, but Banker was able to get it back. Here's Call again, trying to work on Padilla. Tries to get it over top of him, he can't do it. And the Wolverines with the ball again. 1:29 to go, 29-10. CHSA gonna slow it down and check out the defense and decide what they're going to do, where they're going to attack. Warriors have been in a zone. They don't have a deep bench, not as deep as the Wolverines, and maybe that's one reason they've stayed in the zone. But so far, the Wolverines have been able to crack that code and pretty much score when they want to. Daniel Winkler in the game for the Wolverines. Winkler with the ball. They're going to kill some clock still. There's Connor Wall. You know he'd think about it. He's got every single point for the Wolverines. 11 points this quarter. What an explosion offensively.
Yeah, he didn't score at all in the first quarter. 4 of his teammates did, and then he kind of took over here in the second and has done most of the scoring, all but the putback by Daniel Padilla a while ago on the last possession. But other than that, it's been the Cooper Wall show.
Wolverines go into motion now. 15 seconds left. Looked like Winkler was stuck down in the corner, and we got a whistle and a foul. Just the third foul, so no free throws. Winkler will bring it in for the Wolverines under their own basket.
That foul's on number 13, Sawyer McDonald. "12 seconds.
7 seconds on the move, good. Little floater in the lane, little too strong, pops out. Good gets it back, tosses it up over his head, sails off the front of the rim, and that's how this half will end. 29-10, CHSA in complete control behind the scoring of Connor Wall, 11 points this quarter out of the 13. They lead it 29-10. We'll be back with the second half after the halftime break.
When my body needs relief, I real-time it. I'd like to introduce you to my knockout pain formula. Real-time pain relief. It's soothing lotion, it's rich in nature's ingredients, and helps me manage discomfort day or night. And it smells great too. From muscle strains to soreness to simple back aches and arthritis. Real-time it and knock out your pain. It works for me and it will work for you. Real-time pain relief, it's a knockout.
And welcome back to Springfield, Missouri, 32nd Annual Christian Homeschool Basketball and National Championships. Scott Staten and Jeremy Caldwell coming to you from Drew University's campus in the O'Reilly Family Event Center. This will be the site for quite a few Gold Ball games today as we continue to move deeper into this tournament on Gold Ball Wednesday. Right now, this is the boys 18U Division III 2A Gold Ball game. The winner will win the Gold Ball for this class in Division III. And right now, it's been all CHSA. It is the NCC Warriors out of Nashville in white. They're with the ball, but they trail it 29-10 here. Here's a quick shot from outside that is no good by Sawyer McDonald.
Yeah, NCC only had 2 points that second quarter. They had multiple turnovers that they weren't able to overcome.
Yeah, they started out trailing 9-0, but then by the end of the first quarter, it was just 16-8. But then that second quarter, Connor Wall had 11 points for the Wolverines and really pushed that lead. And then that time on the drive, there's Padilla. He takes it in and gives his team a chance to build on that lead. Foul was on Jacob Banker for NCC. Padilla will be at the line. First shot is strong, no good. They'll get one more.
That's Padilla's first trip to the free throw line as he has 6 points in the first half.
He's posed a huge problem for the Warriors as he misses both. But then a tip in, and guess who? Connor Wall, my goodness.
Continues where he left off in the second quarter.
31-10 now. There's a nifty little pass in between two defenders, but Micah Mason unable to control it, and it goes off his leg and out of bounds. It'll be CHSA's ball once again. Bringing it up is Kevin Good.
Another possession for NCC Warriors ending in a turnover. And when you're trying to come back, you can't have too many empty possessions.
Padilla drove it to the blocks and then kicks it out to the man who's been on fire. This time, Wall can't connect from three, and the rebound to the Warriors.
And that shot was halfway down, so
yeah,
he still wasn't too far off.
Warriors got to find some offense. Mason over to the left side. Caden Call. Call goes in, up amongst Padilla, and Padilla has just been a force to be reckoned with on those blocks, just not allowing anything inside. And then Call, I think it was a frustration foul, as he brings it down. I believe that's his third. And then that'll bring into the game for the Warriors Spencer Costello.
Yeah, that is Caden Call's third foul. But Padilla did a really good job of going vertical and using his verticality on defense. And, Caden Call was the one creating the contact,
right,
and that's why the referee didn't give him the call. And Padilla has done a really good job of using his verticality and not fouling, trying to block shots.
Padilla has some size too, but he's very nimble down there, and he just is able to, once he plants his foot, it's going to be hard to get through him. Wow, on the drive there by Good, the seventh grader, over everybody, somehow got that to fall. He will have a chance at a three-point play. What a pretty shot.
Yeah, he finished that with the left hand on the left side. The last few times he drove in there trying to finish, he got among the trees and left his feet and didn't have anywhere to pass the ball. That time he just figured he'd go ahead and go for the shot.
Yeah, I don't know if you could see it on the screen from up top, but I'm pretty sure I saw flames off his shoes there when he took off. I mean, he kicked it into high gear when he went down that left side of the lane.
Yeah, whenever he committed to go, he took that first dribble and he was gone.
34-10 now. Largest lead. There's a steal. It was picked off by number 22, Noah Boyd. Gets it up ahead. Good tries to find Wall that time, but pass was errant. A little too high and out of bounds. That's a turnover. We'll give it back to the Warriors. Nashville going to try to make something happen.
Another substitution for the Warriors as number 25 comes into the game, and that's Costello.
Tristan Sadler also into the game. And Warriors working around. There's another steal. Speaking of Sadler, he's going to take it all the way to the left side, puts it in with the right hand. That's his 5th point of the day. We heard from him in the first quarter. He hit a 3. but that's his first point since then. Lead up to 36-10 now. In the corner, three-pointer by Banker. He connected on one earlier, but that time a little strong. Rims out and into the hands of Padilla, who gets it to good, pushing it up ahead. Wolverines. Here's Wall, corner three over everything, but then in the effort to try to get the rebound, Wilbur Burke knocked it out of bounds, so it will stay at this end.
Yeah, and if you remember watching games last year, if you heard the name Padilla last year, it's because he was part of that 16U undisputed championship team from CHSA.
It's not unusual as we get a foul there. Padilla missed a shot from the right block, but then on the other side was Noah Boyd. We've seen the Wolverines all day come up with second chance opportunities. He didn't connect, but he will get 2 free throws. And yeah, you'll often see some of the same players, like as we go and play. We're going to have some of the different age groups. We got a 14U game coming up, and it's not unusual to see those guys when they start to win championships at a younger level to keep moving up and finding themselves in gold ball games. And MHEA is a perfect example of that.
Yeah, we've been mentioning players from MHEA's program for quite a few years. As the varsity boys have won the last 3 undisputed, as there's another steal there by Good.
So fast. Oh, what a spin move. Kevin Good. Talk about a future. That's a name you may want to put down in your book, because you're going to be hearing that for a while. Great, great bucket there. At the other end, Warriors falling down. Wilbur Burke couldn't get that one to go. Here comes Good. He's going to fire up a 3. Got it. Well, it was Connor Wall in the second quarter. It is Kevin Good in the third. He's got 8 points just halfway through this third period.
Yeah, and he had 2 threes in the first quarter.
There's another steal. That time Noah Boyd. Contact, throws it up, no shot. They're going to get him on the travel. Looked like he tripped, as it was a good hustle by Wilbur Burke to get back. And as he was starting to fall down, he was still able to throw the shot up, which was impressive, but it just didn't count. And we'll have a timeout here with 3:59 to go. We're going to take a break. It is 42-10, CHSA leading comfortably over the Nashville Central Christian Warriors in this boys 18U Division III 2A gold ball game. Back after this timeout. Welcome back to third quarter action. Thanks for joining us, Scott Staten and Jeremy Caldwell. And Jeremy, so far the CHSA Wolverines out of Texas just imposing their will on defense, on the offensive end, and they have a huge lead right now, 42-10 over the Warriors out of Nashville.
Yeah, and the biggest factor on this game has just been turnovers by NCC Warriors. Have not been able to get any type of rhythm offensively.
Another steal. Noah Boyd, but then he gets it stolen back. Good hustle once again by Wilbur Burke. There's a collision, a player on the floor. No call. And then as Burke throws it up ahead, it goes through the hands of Caden Call. And then we'll go back to the Wolverines. Yeah, they've just really not been able to figure out how to get through that aggressive defense of the Wolverines. Frequently, if they get the ball in the corner, they get double teamed. Out top, they're going to get pressure. And, boy, once you get it inside, Padilla's right there, and he is hard to get a shot over.
Right, the defensive pressure up top, as you said, and then if you do get past that, then you got to deal with Padilla and Cooper Wall. So it's big after big, and then pressure after pressure up top.
That time Connor Wall took it in, initially blocked by Jacob Banker, but he was able to pull back the rebound. And then on the second shot attempt, was able to get Banker to foul him, and he is at the free throw line, missed the first. Into the game, number 34, Sam Barry for the Wolverines. Second shot also strong. But the rebound to Padilla. Padilla, double team. Doesn't matter, triple team. He still goes up, and he draws the foul on the block as he was spinning around trying to get into the paint through 3 different Warriors. He finds himself at the free throw line.
I think they probably just could have took their pick on who they called the foul on.
Yeah.
I think they gave it to Banker. 0-0. It's 42-10.
First shot by Padilla is good.
He missed his last 2 at the free throw line earlier this quarter, but able to knock that one down.
Gets the second. He's got 8 points. Also into the game now, Winkler, Daniel Winkler for CHSA. Here come the Warriors. Bringing it down quickly with Sawyer McDonald. And on the drive, we do have a reach in. I believe they're going to get Winkler on that one.
Yep.
That's his first. Well, Caden Call, he struggled, but he has not given up, really trying to just find a rhythm, trying to get inside, trying to find an open shot and make something happen for his team. Call with the step back, lets a defender float by. His jumper's too strong. Padilla with the board. Wolverines the other way. Connor Wall, back to Good. Good, into the corner. In off the bench, Sam Barry, his 3, no good. Banker with the rebound for the Warriors. 2:27 to go. Here's a 3 by Banker, no good. He connected in the first quarter with a 3, but since then has been unable to put anything in from outside. Here's another 3. That one is no good by Sawyer McDonald, and Winkler comes off with it for CHSA.
Yeah,
we'll bring it up.
Call has some good size on him. I think he got frustrated early on, and it basically kind of took him out of the game mentally because he was worried about the traveling that he was getting called for, and just wasn't able to get any type of rhythm offensively.
Yeah, you get a couple travels on you that all of a sudden in your mind, every time you get it, you're thinking about that instead of what you normally would just to play and try to get a shot. And then that time it was Connor Wall driving in, and he will be at the free throw line shooting 2.
And once again, that foul is on Jacob Banker, his 3rd foul, I believe, of the game.
Well, they can't afford to lose Banker. He's some of their size inside. First shot is good. 14 points now for Connor Wall. And misses the second. But there's Winkler. He gets the offensive board. Another opportunity now for his Wolverines. Here's Barry in the corner. A 3. That one's short. Wall, though, gets the rebound. 3rd opportunity this possession. Here's Good for 3. Got it. Right in front of his bench. His second 3 of this quarter, 4th of the game, and he's got 17 points.
And he's got 11 points here in the 3rd quarter.
Spinning move there by Wilbur Burke. Couldn't get it to go, and out of bounds off the Warriors.
More substitutions coming in for NCC as 44 Micah Mason is going to the bench along with Jacob Banker. Coming back into the game is number 5. That's Spencer Costello.
And over on the Wolverines, Anthony Cheatham comes into the game, as well as Caleb Morris.
And also Sullivan Costello is into the game for NCC as well.
Here's the Wolverines again. 41 seconds to go here, third quarter. Wall got hung up in the air there, and as he threw it under the basket, a Warriors' hand was one that tipped it out, and so it will stay here.
Looked like the Warriors are trying to make an assertive effort to get Sam Barry a shot attempt, get on the boards. 30 seconds to go here.
Going to do what they did at the end of the second, just kind of eat some clock if they can, wait for one shot. Good with, he's got a good handle, and we already know he's got a good shot. He's filling it up today already. We're told he's in 7th grade, and all I know is there's a hand check. That one's on Sawyer McDonald. But I'll tell you what, if he grows any, if he just continues to improve, that's going to be a name you're going to hear a lot in future tournaments.
Yeah, he's I'm sure he's going to continue to hone his point guard skills, and he's already got the shooting skills, it looks like. He just needs to add a little height to it so he can finish amongst the bigs as he knocks down that free throw.
And everybody's different, but I know when I played in 7th grade, when I was in 7th grade, I was the second shortest kid on my team as he sinks the second. My 8th grade year, I was the second tallest. Now,
right.
I couldn't walk without falling, but, I mean, I just grew so fast that you just never know, man. And then sometimes, as there's another miss by the Warriors and the clock winds down, boy, he tried to connect, but you never know what's going to happen as these kids continue to grow. But we know one thing, CHSA is in complete control here. They lead it 50-10 in this boys 18U Division III 2A goal ball game. Back at the final quarter of action after this. Welcome back to Springfield, Missouri. Scott Staten and Jeremy Caldwell. We're at the boys 18U Division III 2A goal ball game where it has been all CHSA Wolverines against the NCC Warriors. They are up 50-10. They held the Warriors scoreless. They've actually only had 2 points since the first quarter, where it wasn't even a bad game. It was 16-8. But since then, a couple different players, as there's a three taken by Morris. That's no good. We got a whistle. But a couple of different players just kind of took over. In the second quarter, Connor Wall, 11 points just in that quarter. And then in the third quarter, we just came out of Kevin Good, the 7th grade point guard for this Wolverines team, absolutely on fire. 13 points, and then there's a three.
Sam Barry from the corner. They've been trying to get him that open corner three. He's able to finally knock it down.
I was counting all of Good's points, and oh, there's a nice-looking three. That time finally connect Wilbur Burke for the Warriors. But, yeah, as soon as I looked up, I saw him let it go, and then you heard the cheers.
Yeah, he had a few attempts before that. So that was good to get him on the books.
Sawyer McDonald fouled by the Wolverines. So they will bring it in.
I think that foul's on number 20, Anthony Cheatham.
And if you're watching, there's another steal. It's a running clock now because of the large lead. Well, I don't know if he meant to do that, but that was an impressive pass behind his back by Cheatham. Wall couldn't get it to turn it into points, but still a great pass. Cheatham, though, misses that shot. The other way, Warriors flipped up, but bounces off of everything. Sawyer McDonald, and CHSA back on the run. Ooh, good, had it tipped away from behind by McDonald, and he comes up with the steal, but then Good steals it back. And as he drives, he's going to be fouled by, I believe, Caden Call, and I believe that's his 4th foul.
That's what I have as well.
Good isn't just fast, he's controlled fast. You can tell that he turns it on when he needs to, but he knows, it looks like, especially for a player his age, that he just knows where he's going. He doesn't find himself getting hung up too much where he'll jump in the air. We did see that maybe once in the first half, but plays very purposefully, uses his speed at the right opportunities, and just doing a fantastic job. Here's a 3 now from Daniel Winkler. He can't get that one in, but it will stay down here at this end.
Yeah, whenever Connor Wall come out of the game during that break, he got a fans ovation. So he had a really good game today. A really great third quarter for sure. But he made impact further other than that. Shoveled the feet.
Yep. Noah Boyd, we've seen a little bit of that this morning, not just in this game. But another turnover, and then we get a timeout by the Warriors. Going to try to talk things over and try to end this game with something positive. But CHSA, as they are going to move on and win this gold ball with Division III. Jeremy, you do the seating and some of the setups. What happens? What does that look like for our fans listening now if you win a gold ball in Division III?
Well, then you'll advance to the Gold Ball Showdown Series. So you'll play a semifinal tomorrow, and then you'll go for the undisputed Gold Ball in Division III on Friday.
And this is the Division III 2A Gold Ball, so there's another Gold Ball game going on as well this morning. And
there will be 2 more after that. So we have another Division III Gold Ball game following this one.
So basically, they will move into the Final Four nationally for Division III after they win this gold ball and have a chance, like you said, to win the undisputed Division III championship.
Yes. And the actual other 2 Division III gold ball games are this afternoon. But they will punch their ticket to the Final Four of the boys 18U D3 with a chance to play tomorrow to punch their ticket into the championship game. And they can claim that they're the undisputed D3 champions.
Wilbur Burke that time, he had just connected on a 3, tried one more, did not find his target, but he was fouled, and he will get 3 free throws. Into the game also for the Warriors, Aiden Etzel has come in, as well as number 25, Sullivan Costello, and number 33, Elijah Smith. And also on the floor, Sawyer McDonald. And as we mentioned at the line, Wilbur Burke. He hits the first 2. Got one more. Gets them all. Little flurry there from Wilbur Burke. He's got 6 points now, and it's 53-16. Wolverines going to bring it up. So for the Warriors, they will also have more opportunities to play the rest of this week. They will just not be in the Gold Ball Showdown Series. And so they'll be able to kind of wipe this one off the slate and try to end the week with a couple of good games. That's always one of the great things about Nationals. I know when my kids played, girls specifically in Nationals, sometimes you'd lose a Gold Ball game and any other tournament, that'd be the end. But you had games the next 2 days that really gave you a chance to kind of wipe that one off your mind and still remember the fun and joy of playing basketball and try to win a different division or a different series after that. And so they'll be able to have an opportunity to do that as well.
Right, and even though NCC is going to end up losing this game, they still come away with a silver ball.
Yep.
Because in these gold ball games, the winner will take home a gold ball, the loser will take home a silver ball, and they will advance to the Silver Ball Showdown Series where they still have a chance to win another silver ball, and the opportunity to win the Silver Ball Championship. bracket. So still something to play for after this. You're still taking home some hardware. You get a silver ball and the opportunity to play for the silver ball championship bracket Thursday and Friday.
And the key, like you said, is you get to play more basketball, you know, and especially for seniors, this is just a great thing because it doesn't have to end partway through the week. You still got games the rest of the time, and you get to play ball. So timeout, under 2 minutes to go. And we're getting ready. What's coming up next, we're going to drop down age-wise and have the boys 14U Division I 8A gold ball game. That will be next on this court with the KC Metro Mavericks taking on the MHEA Eagles, a couple of programs whose varsity has been doing pretty well. We've seen them yesterday, and now starting to see again that factory they got going on. MHEA going to be trying to win a 14U title, gold ball, and KC Metro not a slouch themselves. They've really shown themselves well this tournament, pulled off some wins, and now their 14U boys going to try to bring a 8A gold ball home.
Yeah, and MHGA 16U was in a gold ball game earlier this morning, the early game, and they were in a tough battle against Thesa, trailed the whole game and had a massive fury comeback in the fourth quarter and came back and ended up winning that game, winning the gold ball, and advancing to the Final Four of the 16U Division I. So
there's something in the water in Memphis.
Yeah. I need to send some of that water and share it.
Another three. That one's off. Jeremy, in case people haven't seen it, I know a lot of people might have already been in bed, but late last night, a couple of just fantastic games. We saw everything. We basically said we filled our bingo card, but you and Paul were able to get the call. And if you haven't seen it, it's posted on social media. But you have got to check out the ending to that PT Warriors Tennessee Heat game.
Man, that was a wild finish. That was a good game throughout.
Oh, there's a three. Daniel Winkler puts the exclamation point on this one.
Yeah, and after Padilla got that rebound, you heard him call out Winky, Winky. And the plan on that was to make sure they got a play call to get him a shot. I believe they're going to get a traveling call here.
Noah Martinez into the game. And also,
by going back to that game last night, what a wild finish. Before that, we had a close game ending over at Ozark. They had a double overtime game, the game before the last one, and it almost went to triple overtime.
Yeah.
And that was two evenly matched teams. The last game at Ozark didn't end till after midnight.
Yep.
We ended here at Drury about 11:30, and that classic nail-biter of a game that may be one of the all-time games here at Nationals this year, because the bank shot three on that inbounds play cross court, and I talked to the coach after that game, and that was actually a busted play.
Wow.
And, one of his guys on the offensive set ran the wrong way, and it's still out of a busted play, hit a game winner, so I'm sure he'll take it. But
absolutely.
What a finish.
What a finish. And then the finish here, big win, 56-16. Congratulations to CHSA Wolverines. They win the Division III 2A gold ball. And congratulations to that program. Up next will be the boys 14U Division I 8A gold ball game. The Kansas City Metro Mavericks and the MHEA Eagles. We'll be back with that one after this break.